Metalheads, buckle up, the scene's on fire again. With Halloween creeping closer, it's no surprise that the season's ultimate showman, Rob Zombie, has returned to raise some hell with brand new music. But he's not alone. Horror metal juggernauts Ice Nine Kills have also dropped a fresh single that's guaranteed to set your speakers ablaze. Before diving into this week's lineup, let's rewind for a moment. Last week's tracks drew a fierce competition, with Lord of the Lost keeping their crown as reigning champions for a sixth time. Hot on their heels came Ukrainian anti-war death metal band 1914, grabbing silver, while Sweden's Avatar fended off the mighty Megadeth to earn bronze. Tight race, huh? Now, this week's playlist delivers one of the heaviest, most diverse selections yet. Alongside headliners Rob Zombie and Ice Nine Kills, expect massive releases from Black Label Society and rising stars like Cemican, Blanket and Vow. Don't forget to cast your vote for your favourite and let the metal debates ignite in the comments. Ice Nine Kills, the laugh track. Kicking things off, Ice Nine Kills Unleash the Laugh Track, a track that dives deep into comic book chaos. Forget any hopes for Silver Scream 3. This one's inspired by the notorious Killer Clown of Gotham, channeling pure Tim Burton-era Batman energy. With flamboyant hooks, a wink to Danny Elfman's iconic Batman theme, and Ink's trademark theatrical flair. It's a reminder that horror doesn't need monsters to make your pulse race. Rob Zombie, Punks and Demons. After 4 long years, Rob Zombie finally breaks his silence with Punks and Demons, a ferocious industrial beast that echoes his white zombie roots. The main riff screams Ministry influence, and the track strips away circus-like theatrics to focus on pure industrial firepower. An omen of the chaos his upcoming album, The Great Satan, out February 27, promises to bring. Could this be a true return to his wildest form? Cemican, Viaje Astral del Quetzal de Fuego. Cemican prove once again that metal can transcend worlds, with Viaje Astral del Quetzal de Fuego, a fusion of Mayan folklore and crushing heaviness. Think of it as Gojira colliding with pre-Columbian mysticism, both spiritual and brutal. Emerging from their new album, Okook Ankil Mayakaj, dropping October 31st, the track reminds listeners how cultural identity can give metal an otherworldly soul. But here's a question. In a genre often dominated by Western voices, is world metal finally getting its due? Jet Jaguar, Mach 10. Speed, power and pure adrenaline define Jet Jaguar's Mach 10. Staying true to Mexico's metal traditions, yet blazing forward with proto-thrash and power metal fury, this track rockets by with gleeful aggression. Featuring high-flying riffs reminiscent of Halloween and modern revivalists like Tailgunner. It's a delight for anyone who misses old-school energy. Expect to blast this one while flying down the highway, if you can keep up. Pink Shift, Authority Problem. Maryland's Pink Shift are back with Authority Problem, a politically charged gut punch looking straight at America's chaos. With retro hardcore riffs and Ashrita Kumar's manic vocals, this track captures the frustration and fury of a generation on edge. Think 80s Discharge filtered through modern disillusionment. The band will tour the UK with Grandson next February, and trust us, they'll leave a mark. Moodring, Half-Life. The aptly nicknamed Deftone score scene just got another gem. Moodring's Half-Life merges the dreamy pull of shoegaze with the crunch of new metal and alternative rock. Its soaring melodies suddenly drop into thunderous breakdowns, showing off the band's dual mastery of grace and grit. Expect this track to lure both headbangers and daydreamers, and signal a killer new album next year. Witcher, Selhozo. Hungarian black metal outfit Witcher deliver sheer beauty and fury with Selhozo. The track paints vivid landscapes of Hungarian folklore, wrapped in shimmering atmosphere and icy aggression. Fans of Dimmu Borgir will feel right at home, though Witcher's music carries a grounding, almost mournful soul. Off their upcoming album Öheklit, out November 4th. This is the perfect sonic chill to match the descending winter. Cold in Berlin, The Stranger. A haunting blend of doom and post-punk melancholy, The Stranger by Cold in Berlin is the kind of track that seeps under the skin. Sparse yet powerful, it's steeped in emotional frost, fitting perfectly as autumn turns bleak. Featured on Wounds, dropping November 7th, the song feels cinematic. Imagine the score to a gothic film that leaves you staring into the cold night sky. Black Label Society, Broken and Blind, When Zakk Wylde Plays. Riffs quake. Black Label Society roar back with Broken and Blind, a heavy, southern-tinged anthem that delivers exactly what fans crave. Chunk, swagger and fiery solos. It's the third single in a year, hinting that a new album may drop before summer. With festival slots already booked, it's shaping up to be a big year for Wylde's band of riffcrafters. Greyhaven, Prelude, Evening Star, Shatter and Burst. Greyhaven starts soft only to obliterate the Khans seconds later. Prelude, Evening Star, Shatter and Burst morphs from a brooding, 9-inch nails-like prelude into an outburst of chaotic brilliance. The result is unpredictable, furious, and weirdly cathartic. Catch them on tour with Better Lovers this month. Their energy is a storm you'll want to witness live. Blanket, Hole in My Head. Blanket's Hole in My Head is shoegaze metal bliss done right. Dreamy, fussed-out guitars and nostalgic 90s textures combine for something that feels both soothing and devastating. This song doesn't just sound like a memory. It tricks your brain into believing you've lived it before. Fans of Deftones will absolutely melt into its layered haze. Crystal Lake, The Weight of Sound. After 7 long years, Japan's Crystal Lake return with The Weight of Sound, marking a triumphant rebirth. With new vocalist John Robert Centurino leading the charge, the track balances melodic metalcore with stadium-ready punch. Coming from their upcoming album of the same name, out January 26th, it proves that lineup changes can sometimes spark creative renewal. The question is, will this new era exceed the legacy of their past? This week, one thing's clear. Metal isn't slowing down. It's evolving, expanding, and finding fresh voices across cultures and generations. But here's the real debate. Which of these tracks deserves the crown? Is the future of metal about genre innovation, cultural storytelling, or just killer riffs? Drop your thoughts below. Let's argue it out. Metal style.